Hello, hello, everybody. So, welcome to Friday. It's time for another page by page. Yay! And it's Halloween weekend. Super exciting. And so, the last prompt that was chosen was Halloween. So, I chose that last week. And look, I'm super excited. Look, I have a nail. It's a fake nail. See, you can tell because it's white on the back. But it's much better than a band aid. Oh my goodness. Anyway, we have one page left of this signature, and it's quite the thick signature, and I'm thinking I will separate it into two eventually. But anyway, let's take a flip through it, huh? Since it's our last day. We have this page, and it's got this journaling paper in it. We have these little flip ups, right? And they have little tags in them and little journaling cards in them. We have this page, which is the belly band, and it's got the journaling paper in it, right? We have our first appearance of Mr. Inspector. We have our floating pocket, which is a magical floating pocket. Ooh, it attaches with a magnet. It also has journaling paper inside. I tried to put a lot of journaling paper in it. We have our gusseted envelope, right, where we have a notebook inside with lots of journaling, right, just a blank notebook. And, I left it blank intentionally. She can decorate it if she wants or whatever she wants to do. This is the gusseted pocket, I think, that I had messed up when making. Okay, we have this, which are altered playing cards, and they contain altered playing cards and ephemera. Right, so there's that page. This page is another floating pocket, but it was done using these little brad closures, and it's more of not really a pocket, I guess. It's more of a flip, right, that one can journal on. We have this guy, right? This is the collage page, I remember. And he's our professional worker, right? He's the one advertising his trained men. We've got journaling paper and ephemera in there. Here's our center spread with a ribbon that connects both of these little journaling cards. See? And then we have a journaling card in there. And then this is the page we need to work on, right? This is our page with the faux envelope, right? Fighting fire with fire. Here's the CD envelope page. It's a flip, and it also is a journaling card. So there's that. This was our black and white page. I remember I did this tree with the hanging keys. This was animals or nature, I think. Yeah, nature. Just an acetate pocket. This was, I can't remember, but we have a little tearaway notebook. This page is, I think, my favorite page, right? It's our balloon page, and it has our inspector here, and our kids and our dog flying on these balloons, and our inspector is like, what's going on? See his little eyes peep out. It's fun. And there's also a big journaling card on the inside as well. So there's that. Go in there. Okay, we have this page, right, with these dangles and these tags, right? We have this fabric flip with it you can journal on. And then we have this page, which you can put letters inside. That's the idea. So we only need to do this page, and we're going to do it Halloween, and I have an idea. I'm going to move all this stuff aside. So I pulled this page out of that heirloom paper pad Let me grab it. Ta-da! It's from Die Cuts with a View. This was a paper pad that's going around Miss Paintalot's junk journal group. It is so hefty. Look at this paper pad. And so we're going to be using this, and I'm going to make a haunted house. That's the idea. And so, but first we need a background, and so I thought this would make a good background. It's kind of green, it's kind of dark. It looks like nighttime, right? And so I want like a nighttime background. And this green I think will work good. Let's grab our cutter. So I don't know, time just flies by and it gets away from me. I don't even know. I don't know. It's already the end of October. It's going to be the 1st of November already. I can't believe it. So, yeah, I don't know. It just flies. Oh, look what I found. The gnomes. The gnomes brought back my my freezer board, my freezer paper board. Okay, so we're going to like really and because it's just a thin paper, and you know, thin paper tends to like to wrinkle and stuff, I'm going to put a layer of gesso. Just cheap gesso, and I need to use this up anyway. I'm just going to paint a cheap layer of gesso over the, just over the entire thing, right? I mean, we're not going to be doing too much paint or anything like that, but if we want to, you know, if I need to, I think I might put in a couple tree branches. I don't know. But either way, it'll be easier to work on if it's gessoed. Okay. So just a thin layer of gesso. Very good. I'll leave that there and we'll use it as glue. How about that? This needs to get put aside, but I need to mark out kind of where we want our house because I want to put a house. I'm thinking I want to put it here because I want to leave enough room to put trick-or-treaters. That's the idea. So let me grab a piece of scrap. I have a piece of scrap here. How's this? Actually, I think that might work perfect. Right? About that big? Maybe taller? Should we have a taller? Yeah, we'll make it a taller house, and we'll make it just the end of the house. I don't care if it's cut straight. This is just our guide. So I'm going to put this aside to dry. And let's grab our heirloom pad. Careful not to put it in the gesso. And let's see. What would be good for like house? Like house, the outside of a house. Especially for Halloween. We already have a green background, so we don't want to go too green. That's not bad. I like that. Let's see. Something, I like the numbers. I like this one too. What do we have? We have the white. The red, I like. I like this one. I think that would make a good, like, the outside of a house. We have these too. Squares. Okay, I'm thinking I'm going to use some of this. All right, we'll use some of this. Then for roof, I like this. Okay, and then what else? Let's pull some, I don't know, something really dark, like this red. I like this red music paper. We'll play with this. Right? Okay, I think that's good. We'll put this aside. It's funny, you know, I tore these giant pieces, and I'm only going to be using tiny bits of them. But that's fine. I have a bag of the scraps of the heirloom paper pad that I've been using, so that I've been like keeping. Okay, so we want to cut it here and there. Let's straighten this up, huh? Oh, it's very kind of retro looking, isn't it? I think it's kind of perfect, actually. I think it's great. I think it'll make a great, like, the outside of a house. Huh? Why not? Okay. So here is our, is this dry? I might blast it with the heat gun. Okay, yay, Halloween. Okay, so we want to make this a pocket. So let's ink first. Okay, we want to think about a roof, right? So here's this. Here is what I pulled for the roof. Let's cut a piece of this. You could stick it on there like that. Have it come off. Cut it here. And that will be our roof. Right, right. I think so. Like that. Oh, look at that. It's a house. Okay, let's ink it. And then we'll stick it down. Well, we're not going to stick it down, because it's going to be a pocket, so we have to be careful not to stick it down. Let's stick it down on this piece of paper. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of collage it on there is what I'm going to do. And we're going to see how that works. I bet it'll work fine. Actually, that works really good. Where's my... I don't know. Where all my Timmy towels go, you know? Okay. So there is our house, the beginnings of our house. I'm thinking for the door, right, we could put a piece of this. Let's cut it from this side that's already ripped. So let's put a door in. Like that. Goodness gracious. Just cutting pieces of paper. I suppose I could have used scrap, huh? Instead of like, I have so much scrap that I really need to use up. Because I keep it all, you know. I have little folders I keep everything in. But I kind of really wanted to use this heirloom pad, you know. Okay, so we have our house. Actually, it's great. It's kind of dark and spooky looking. We can put windows, and I was thinking for windows, we'd use buttons. Buttons, buttons. So I have these wooden buttons, right? I've got a lot of wooden buttons. This is really cool. Dum dum. Do I have any ones that are like smaller? Like these? These buttons might do okay. We could put a window here next to the door. And we could put like a bigger one up here. I like this one. That one is kind of cool. Trying to go as flat as I can though. There's already so much bulk. We'll just do this little one on the side. I'm going to use the Beacon all-purpose tacky glue because I find it does really good gluing down stuff like this. Oh, I filled up and refinished. I refilled up my, look, my Fabri-Tac bottle. I'm so excited. I have new Fabri-Tac in my Fabri-Tac bottle. I also have baby wipes. Oh, so I can, like, rinse my hands now. I'm so happy. They needed it so bad. Okay, so I do still want to put, like, a window in, right? We can draw one in. Should we draw one in? Be bold, huh? Just a square. And then like that. Right? And then we could put little tiny pieces. Oops. We can put little tiny pieces in the window. Yay, like that. Oh my gosh. Let me just stick my dauber in the gesso. Oh my gosh. Right, ta-da. Stick this one there. I actually really like it. It's funny. It's kind of gothic looking, yeah. I like it. Oh, I forgot to ink it. Darn. There goes my clean fingers. That's okay. So yeah, I'm really excited. I wanted to make a haunted house. Geez, I haven't been to a haunted house in so many years. So many years. I used to go when I was really young, when I was like 14. I had a friend. Well, you know, I've mentioned her before. She was the girl that had cystic fibrosis, and she lived. Oh man, I never known a girl like a kid who lived like this girl lived. She lived. But she really wanted to go to a haunted house one year. And so we went, and I convinced my dad to take us and everything. And that might be my husband. He might be home. I'm going to draw a border around this. Anyway, so my sister, my little sister, she was like, I don't know, 7 at the time or something, and she wanted to go. You know, she didn't want to be left out. She wanted to go. And I knew she shouldn't go. I was like, you know, and I wasn't trying to leave her out. I legitimately knew she shouldn't go. But, you know, the parents, they were like, well, you can't leave her out, blah, blah, blah. Oh, man, I ended up yelling at the people in the haunted house because they wouldn't leave her because she was so scared, the poor girl. She clung to me the whole time. But so we left the haunted house, and then they let us go through again, right, without her. So, poor girl. But yeah, she remembers that. But it's funny, a lot of what she remembers is me sticking up for her, which I think that's really cute and sweet. Because I remember her just clinging to me. Okay, so anyway. Yeah, I'm loving this. It needs some more ink work, I think. We'll just put some lines down the door, right, just to define it. Right, maybe a doorknob. And then on the roof, I think, as well. So, yeah, and this, mind you, this was a haunted house that was like a legitimate haunted house. Like out in the middle of you had to drive out in the middle of nowhere. And me and my sister, we had been through like smaller ones, like at the mall, ones that were not, you know, they weren't like mega ones, you know, they were like just cheap little local haunted houses. But this one was a major one, and I knew, you know. Oh, she kind of trusted my word after that, though, I will say. Okay, so that's done. Where did our page go? Oh, here it is. So here's our gessoed up page, and it's going to go, our house is going to go here. It's going to act as a pocket, right? And then I'm going to have little trick-or-treaters here. So first one I'm going to have is, let's glue our pocket down since it's done. It just goes along the long edge of the house. So I've been working on my Halloween journal, and I've been having so much fun with it. I'll continue to work on it today, and I'll continue to work on it tomorrow. And then I'll do like one more video on it, I think, on Halloween. And then I'll go back to my regularly scheduled. I got to get that purple journal finished, you know. Okay, so here's our house. I love it. It's awesome. It came out way better than I was dreading or fearing. Okay, so we need little trick-or-treaters. So the first thing I'm going to do, let me put my brush in the water before I ruin it, is I'm going to grab this brush, and I'm going to grab some white gesso. Right? And I'm going to do a little ghost. And he's going to go here. And I'm just dabbing white paint, almost, I guess, like a tree, I guess you could say. Okay, that's done. That's it. That's all I'm going to do. Well, no, that's not true. I'm going to grab this white. You know those, like, the backs of the napkins you get? I suppose a tissue paper or toilet paper would also work. I think that would also work. But I'm going to tear a piece. Right, like this. Grab my paintbrush, dry it off since I stuck it in the water. Or if this is still wet. It is. Okay, I'm going to scrunch it up. I'm going to grab some of this gesso. And I'm going to scrunch it up onto the white. The only reason why we put the white there was so that, you know, when it's see-through, it wouldn't be so see-through. I'm going to rip this. Right? Look at that. And we have a ghost. Dum-dum. There's our first little trick-or-treater. And once he dries, we'll put little eyes on him. Put little eyes. Okay, so there's that one. The next one, we need to get out a Tim Holtz person. We need to find a little person that wants to go trick-or-treating. Let's see. What do we have? What do we have? Oh, there's one of my popsicle sticks. She's cute. She's large, though. I'm hoping I can find one small. Small enough. Here she is smaller. That's perfect. We'll use her. She's so cute. She looks like she's all ready to go trick-or-treating anyway. So what we're going to do is I'm going to ink her barely just around her edges. Okay. And then I have these stickers. So it's funny, I was talking to my sister about the Halloween costumes, you know. And she was talking about how she remembered the first costume that she could remember me being in was Peter Pan. I thought that was funny. And she was a ballerina the next year after that. I remember that's the first Halloween costume I can remember her being in, was a ballerina. But we're going to make a fairy. So we have these wings. We just need to find one that kind of fits her. Right? This one does, definitely. Yay! She's like a fairy. I love it. Okay, let's put these wings down. Yeah, I have so much to do. I've got a bunch of happy mail I need to get together and sent out this week. And I've just been cleaning is what I've been doing. Nothing too exciting. Playing with that Halloween journal, which has been super fun. And I know my sister is working all weekend. She's working 8 days straight this week. Crazy stuff. Okay, so there is our trick-or-treaters, right? Heading to the door to get some treats. So now the next thing I want to do is paint like some tree. We don't even have to paint it. We could actually even draw it. Let's draw it. I want just branches coming off the side, right? So branches are like squiggly Ys. That's how I always see it, right? So you get a squiggly Y. Right, this can go up here, and I'm going to recover it like this. They're going to be like wiry, twisty branches. Right? Let's go this way. And this way. We can have this come down here like this. Have this be like the branch. This is the main branch. Put some more squiggles in. Ta-da! There. A tree. Tree branches, anyway. We can have a little one coming off like this. Yay! And maybe another one. Another little Y. Coming off like that. Ta-da! Tree branches. I think it totally looks like Halloween, yeah? We can have it come down if we want. My problem with trees is I get carried away and then I don't know when to stop. Okay, just stop. We're going to stop right there. I'm going to stop right there, and then I want to put a moon. A moon. Well, I guess we have this gesso. Let's just use that. Let's see. I'll grab this paintbrush. Well, I grabbed the one I was using, since it's already kind of... So we just want to paint a moon. So what is it? Just a circle, yeah? Does it need to be perfect? No. It's Halloween. Though, we have to decide on how big we want it, right? I like that. That looks good. Then if we want, we can come back in and we could pick up some, make little holes in the moon. You know, the moon has holes. I guess not holes. Craters, whatever. Okay. Awesome, awesome. Now we just need our journaling card. And I'm going to pick up all this excess gesso off of my board. Now that we're done with that. So what are we going to do for journaling cards? So I want to put this guy. This is this guy's house. That's what I've decided. It's his house. He's doing trick-or-treating. That's the plan. And I think I'll use this same cardstock we have. Right, we'll just even it out. So it needs to be cut from here. And then we'll have it this tall. We'll have to straighten it up. All right. So there's our, I guess it's more of a bookmark, isn't it? But that's fine. It'll go in our pocket. Like that. Why are we having issues? Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So this guy is going to go here. And let's pull some of this off and put it on there. Doom, doom. Halloween with Timmy people. Gotta have Timmy people for Halloween. Yeah, okay, that looks good. We'll just stick him on there like that. We need to ink him. Ink his, at least just around his edges, right? Because he's got that white. Okay, let's glue him on there. You're going on there, Mr. Dude. So I'm all interested and excited to see what Teri's going to do for her very last page of her signature. She also gets to be the first one to pick out the first prompt from the prompt list for the second signature that we're going to start. So I think that's exciting. And I can't wait to see what she does. Okay, I'm going to round out the corners. Okay, and then we're going to ink it. Mr. Inspector. This is where he lives. It's his house. Okay. And then there's just one more thing that I want to do before I glue it into the page. Okay, and I'm actually going to grab this one out for it. Put this aside. Grab my black paint, right? I'm going to grab my black acrylic paint. And a piece of sponge, right? Just a piece of sponge. And I'm just going to go around the entire thing. Like this. Actually, that's really cool. Ta-da! So awesome. So now it just needs to dry. Okay, awesome, awesome. It's all dry and everything. One last thing I want to do is, because of the gesso, right, this cheap gesso, see how it's got that shine? I'm gonna do this with the chalk. Right, and I'm going to take a piece of my Tim Holtz towel and I'm just going to rub it in. Okay, it gives it a matte look. Now it's matte. Definitely. I love it. Well, I mean, it still has a little bit of shine to it, but that's okay. It's much more matte and it has no sticky to it. There's no sticky. So here is our inspector. He goes in there. Okay, here it is. I found it. This page goes onto this page. Right? So, okay. So, and then tomorrow is the page by page with Miss Paintalot, and we're doing black and white. Yay, black and white. And she's doing this amazing, started this amazing Tim Holtz lap book. She calls it the Tim Holtz Terrific Tome or whatever, and I think it's an amazing name. So I'm excited to see how that's all going to come and turn out. I don't know if I'll have the time to follow it. I hope I do, because I have the book boards for it. Like, I have the boards to do it. So I'm hoping I'll get to do it. So yay, there it is, our last page in the signature. Okay, let's put it in our book. We pulled out all this stuff. Yay! Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, a wonderful, wonderful Friday, and I will see you later. Bye!